Hello, everybody.
Hi, I'm Neil.
And I'm Zena.
And we run a beautiful holistic business called Crystal Heaven.
Oh, sorry, I was just going to say most of it is run here in Glastonbury in the United Kingdom.
And we focus on a whole number of topics, but we wanted to just introduce ourselves. We've been together for a lot of years. And our focus has always been to try and bring better understanding to individuals about their own spiritual journey. We, like many, started our journey investigating, learning, and spending lots of time in ancient sites. And it wasn't until 2008 that we actually decided we needed to form this business, Crystal Heaven. And in 2008, we started to get deeply involved with the angelic kingdom.
You're looking at me because when we
I thought you wanted to talk about the angelic kingdom.
Yeah, basically, to be honest with you, our first modality that we ever learned was the beautiful modality of Angelic Reiki. And I can honestly say, and I know I'm speaking for Neil as well, that, you know, working with the angels simply did change our lives. I can't say that for everybody, but it did for us. And that was our stepping stone. We still teach Angelic Reiki to this day. We absolutely love it. To be honest, we love everything we impart to others. Otherwise, we wouldn't do it. But that was our stepping stone. And that led us on to many more modalities.
And when we started to work with the angels, it wasn't just obviously with the view of teaching. That was actually the last thing that we had in our mind. The first thing that came to us was that we needed support. We needed to believe and have faith that we had support from the kingdom of light. And we loved working with higher vibrational energy. The angels led us, as Zena mentioned, on to many, many other teachings, and we've spent years learning from many of the well-known individuals across the country and across the world. And it sort of mainly developed then into crystals and the understanding that the crystalline vibration was a vibration of light, and it was high vibrational, and that it only ever added to anything else that we taught. So we focused quite heavily on crystals, and today we still teach those crystal classes as well, right from just understanding crystals through to the higher uses of crystals and how it can shift your vibration.
So crystal healing, right up to multi-dimensional crystals.
Yeah. Then we moved further in, and funny enough, we'd always had this draw to ancient sites. We'd been drawn to Glastonbury numerous times, but to other sites around the world, and ended up visiting not only Egypt, Machu Picchu, but many of the other Mexican sites and so on. And it was an understanding that there was a real draw to the Lemurian and Atlantis vibration. And we'd read lots and lots about it. And then we were very, very fortunate to be able to learn Atlantean healing, which also shifted a massive vibration in our lives. That continued to grow. We then started to teach Atlantean healing. So we had angelic, we had the crystals, we had the Atlantean healing. And we then found that it just expanded and exploded almost into numerous other classes, many of which we were guided and received downloads to put together. We took individuals to ancient sites. We just really started to expand our knowledge. While this was going on, we were working in a conventional business, if you like, as well as even though we had Crystal Heaven. And it wasn't until 2013 that we actually made the shift or the jump fully into working with these lovely energies. We continued throughout all that period to teach all across the country and in America as well as Germany. America became very much a hub for us also because the Americans were very keen to expand their general knowledge with the angelic and the crystals. And that has continued in that way. And it wasn't until 2018 that we finally moved here to Glastonbury. And at that time, it was really interesting because we weren't really thinking we want to live in Glastonbury. What actually really fell into place was the fact that all of these beautiful energies that we work with, many of which overlap, many of which combine, including sound, including the crystals and so on, come from the heart. And it was the realization that Glastonbury was the heart chakra of Mother Earth, and we needed to be here for ourselves as well as for others. And that led us here in 2018. And so now living here, it's very, very different. We find ourselves not traveling as much because many people want to visit Glastonbury. Of course, with everything that's been happening, we then also went online, and we now do a lot of online work as well. So a lot of Zooms, as well as physical sales of our crystals and educational classes such as crystal grids and Lemurian and so on. So that's us, and we now base ourselves in Glastonbury and we love it.
But we don't, you know, we're not just working with the angelic realm. It doesn't just stop there with the Atlantean. It doesn't just stop there. With the crystals, it doesn't just stop there. There's so many different, what's the word I'm looking for? Well, it continues. So with the crystals, we work with crystal skulls. We do beautiful classes with those beautiful consciousness, because basically that's what they are.
And the same with the dragon consciousness.
Absolutely.
As well.
With the Atlantean, we've now taken that a step further, and we are working with the Atla Ra, which is a fairly new modality, although that should have been brought out pre-COVID, but that stopped it.
But it's to do with the Brothers of Light again.
Absolutely.
So it's always to do with the light.
We work with star beings as well. So it's just continuous, really. And when we look at it, everything is one.
So our aim really is to continue to help others. There are some over 40 classes that we have taught now in different subjects. We've cut back a little bit on some of those because we just physically can't teach them all. And we're focusing on the ones that really are to do with healing yourself and helping yourself. And that's our main goal. So when we say about a goal, it's really to help you heal yourself in whichever way that is for you, to grow and learn, to bring in a realization of your true self. So it's about empowering yourself. Our goal is never to keep these things hidden or to ourselves. It's to empower you to the highest and brightest potential that you have, so that you can take that as far as you wish to, or even teach if you wish. And we've had many people complete our classes and are now teaching very successfully. So that's our goal. That's what we're about. We offer private healing and also readings, and you'll see from our website that it's always changing, it's always growing. We feel that we need to continue to learn, and we're always learning. So I hope that is a help of who we are, and if there's something that we can help you with, please do feel free to email us, and we'll come back to you. And if you feel guided to either join us on a Zoom class or a physical class, then we'd love to see you. And thank you very much for your time. Thank you.
Bless you. Thank you.